Hi there, so this is how I normally read the cards, just thought I'd give you a little bit of info. I know you've watched a couple of videos, but so I do the classic Rider-Waite Tarot, which is the ones that you've probably seen around. So I do past, present, future. These are roughly span over a year, so 6 months ago, around now, and 6 months' time. And then I do 3 angel cards as well, angel oracle cards. These are the same, past, present, future, but they give you more of like a fortnight kind of thing, so a week ago now and a week coming up. And then right at the end I do a star seed as well, and these are like messages from the cosmos kind of thing, just a little bit of an extra insight into what's coming up or what's going on. So I've already asked for your energies to be put onto the cards, but obviously while I shuffle I will think of your name, and we'll see what we get and hopefully get something good for you. This is my first recording on a new camera as well, so hopefully it's recording okay and you can hear me properly and hear the music and stuff. Okay. I only take cards that jump out as well. I don't shuffle and then deal. I wait for them to jump out. I feel that they're more powerful messages that way. Okay, so jumping cards today, please. For, I hope I'm saying her name right. Bhanuka. Oh, that was quick. Okay, so that's the first one. 2 more, please. Let's have some strong messages today. 2 more cards, please. Okay. No? Okay. And same with the angel cards, jumping cards only. 3 cards, please. Thank you. Oh. Jumping card, 1 more, please. I think there's 2 there. One more, please. Yeah, go on, that one. Interesting. Okay, so like I say, we'll leave the star seed till I've read these cards first. So let's just have a little look, see what we've got. Okay, so your first card is the Hermit. Just checking that that's okay. Then we have 3 of Swords and the Hierophant. And for your angel cards, we have Goddess. These are beautiful, these cards. Archangel Michael. And the Mediumship card. I always like when that comes out when I'm doing a reading. A little bit of validation there. Okay, so let's see what we can find. Okay, so like I say, the first card is about the past, so this can go back 6 months or so. This is card number 9, the Hermit. It doesn't mean necessarily to be a hermit and stay indoors and not speak to anybody. And like I say, this is in your past. So I feel like you've had time of contemplation recently. You have taken a little bit of time out, time by yourself. Doesn't mean you're living by yourself or you're not talking to anybody, but you're really listening to your own thoughts and planning things for yourself. I see there's a light in the lantern there, so I feel like this is something that has been going on for you, and maybe you've been thinking lately that you maybe need to do more to keep that fire, that light burning. I don't feel like this is a new idea or anything like that, so I feel like this is something that has been already been going on for you, and you really are just contemplating now on how to keep that energy flowing and for it to not die out. I feel like you are on the peak of the mountain here, so you've done a lot of climbing to get to this point, so this is a lot of inner soul searching and stuff like that you've been doing, and you've really, like I say, reached a level now where you do feel confident in yourself. You've had time to arrange the thoughts in your head. You've thought out a new pattern of way of doing things that has set your mind at ease. So you've done a little bit of inner soul searching, a little bit of worrying and things like that, but you do seem a little bit more of an even place now. Like I say, you're on the plateau, so you're evening out now. So I don't know what this was that was on your mind and that you were thinking about, but it was something close to your heart, and maybe something to do with an Aquarius. So they're February, end of January into beginning of February star signs, because the star card in the major arcana of these cards does represent Aquarius. So that might be a little something, that might be a person that you were worrying about, or you are an Aquarius and you're just trying to ground yourself and find your way. But like I say, I feel like you're coming to a point now where you're happy with where you're at. You've done all the thinking, you've done all the planning, and you can still see a clear path as you're holding the lantern up there. You can see a clear path for yourself to follow now. So you have done all the planning, you've got all that right, and you're ready to now take the next step forward. As you've got a little bit of help here with the wand, the staff, the stick, whatever you want to call it, and that helps you to move forward. Okay, so I don't know if you've enlisted the help of somebody or a way of thinking. I don't know if you meditate or something like that, but you've done this and you've found that it's really helped, and now you feel more confident to take that next step forward. You are still looking a little bit down, so maybe just listen a little bit more to your inner voice. It's telling you to move forward, and everything else around you seems in the right time and place for you to move forward. So you just have to have that confidence in yourself, and feel ready to make that move now, moving more towards what's happening now. So yeah, I feel like you've been a little bit quiet, a little bit in yourself lately, but not for no good reason. You've had things to think about and plan, and like I say, things are now ready for you to take control of and put yourself back out there now. Okay, so moving on to what's going on now, the Three of Swords. This sometimes says about heartbreak, but I see this as a group of three coming together through the rain. So I don't know if there was a bit of a hardship going on here. This is what you've been contemplating, this is what you've been worrying about and thinking about. Maybe the three were a bit distanced. Okay, so I don't know if this is you, a partner, a child, you and some siblings, a group of three friends, group of three workers, that things were a little bit troubled, you were a little bit worried about it, spending a lot of time thinking about it, but now everyone, they're all together, so you're all equally at peace with each other, and in a much more loving state of mind. There are some storm clouds behind, but like I say, they're behind, so I feel like this is what you've been worrying about, thinking about, but everything is coming together now. I'm finding it a little bit hard to speak now, something's just grabbing at my throat. So maybe there was something you felt like you should have said to somebody, and you've either just said it or you're thinking of saying it now, and that is going to be the final thing to get off your chest, to clear your throat. Okay, it does need saying, and that will bring you all closer together. So like I said, I don't know who this is in relation to you, but speak your mind, speak your truth, tell them what they need to hear, because honesty normally is the best policy, okay, with most things. If we start fibbing or lying, not telling the truth, we can hold that within us, and it will make us go back into ourselves, and we don't want that. I mean, I can tell just from meeting you in the petrol station, you're a friendly guy, you're easy to talk to, you have a nice warm smile, you welcome people to talk to you and become a friend. So I'd say you're quite a sensitive soul as well, so this is why you've been a little bit in yourself and worrying. Maybe you did say something and you've been worrying for ages that it's pushed that person away. It hasn't. They needed to hear it. Okay, that's what I'm being told. They needed to hear it for you to become closer together. Okay, so I feel like something was said, spoken, or you're about to, because I can speak clearly now, it's disappeared, so I feel like this is a message I was supposed to give you, and maybe that in itself is a message. You have a message to give somebody, so there's something you need to say. I don't know if it's necessarily getting off your chest, or it's just something you've been holding on to for a while, which probably means the same sort of thing, but say it, get it out there, then we can clear the air, and times can be a lot nicer for you. You'll get through the rain, you'll get through the storms all together, and yeah, you can become a stronger unit. Okay, the three, that's nice actually. So like I say, sometimes that card gives me sadness, but I feel like this is a better step from this one. Like I say, we're a bit lonely and in yourself, to this one where the three of you are together and strong in love. Okay, that doesn't mean lusty love, just love. Like I say, it can be siblings, friends, partner, children, two parents and you. There's a group of three of you that you hold very dear to your heart, and you've just had to say something that possibly you didn't want to say, but it has helped and it will help in the future. Okay, and then we're moving on to the Hierophant. This is a very interesting card. Just checking that we are recording. Yes, we are. Okay, so this is a little bit more to do with religion, I find, and maybe there's some cross keys at the front. I don't know if you can see that. Finger in the way. There's also two people at your feet. You are holding up two fingers. So this is about two. This is about a two coming together in a religious or spiritual aspect, okay? And like I say, this is coming up, okay? So this is happening now. This is coming up within the next few months, definitely up to 6 months. Well, it's number 5, so I'm going to say within 5 months, okay? You're going to feel a lot more connected, a lot more powerful with your connection to your religion or spirit, or however you see it. That anything that we relate to that isn't of this earth, it all comes in the same ballpark. Religion, spirituality, they're all the same sort of thing when we're doing these readings. So this is just bringing a little bit more spirit into your life, opening up the door. You're opening the door, so you've got two keys there again, like I said. So maybe you've got two options. You don't need to split them two options. We're always being told you have to believe this or you have to believe that, and you can't have that without that. That's not true at all. If you believe that. I don't believe that there is one set way. I believe we can have a mixture of different things in our lives, spiritual, religious wise. Also covered in red, wearing red, and we've got the red heart here. That does ignite a little bit more passion and romance in our lives as well sometimes. So I don't know if you like wearing the colour red, but the colour red can bring you well, not adoration as such. It's not like you're going to have people worshipping at your feet like they are here. But like I say, you are a very approachable person. You send out nice energies as you speak to people, when you look at people, when you smile at people. That's all connection. And I see, okay, I can see a Y in yellow. This is how I read the cards, by the way. I don't learn them. So I could get this card for somebody else later on today and I'll give them a totally different message. I use the cards as a tool for messages from spirit, okay? So whatever I see, whatever pops in my head is what I have to say to you. So I've just seen the big Y. So I feel like you are wondering why. There's something coming up for you. You're wondering, why am I feeling like I have to choose? You don't have to choose. If you think, why should I? That's an answer in itself. You shouldn't. If you quite clearly can choose one over the other, there's no question. But you are questioning a few things here, which is good. We should question. We should never be set in stone. This is what's real and this is what is not real. And again, as I'm saying that, the sun's just bursting through my window straight into my face. So when that happens in my readings, I feel like this is a sure message that I have to give you, okay? So don't feel like you shouldn't wonder why. You can wonder why. That's how we learn things as humans. That's how we get through life. That's how we explore. That's how we found other countries years and years ago. It's how we always wonder why. And that is a great aspect to have in your personality. Always wondering why. Always looking for different ways to do things, different answers to different questions. Not being set in a certain way. So you like I say, there's lots of 2s on here, so I don't know if the number 2 means anything to you. Like I say, that could be February again, going back to the Aquarius star sign, or the 2nd of the month. But yeah, there's definitely, so I would say there's some kind of religious or spiritual aspect to your life regarding the number 2. Okay, so maybe a wedding was on the 2nd or in February, some kind of, or yeah, I feel wedding. This is coming up. I don't know if you are getting married soon or if you are already married or going to a wedding, but there is definitely, yeah, a religious ceremony I see, because you're between the 2 pillars as well. Okay, but you are in control of this. So, I mean, I don't know who the 2 people are, but again, that's a grouping of 3 people here. So, yeah, so there's definitely the two things coming together with some kind of religious or spiritual aspect to it. Okay, this is strange. and the nice shining crown as well. So I feel that that represents the crown chakra, which is our head, obviously. So I feel like this is about what's been going on for you in your head, and the worry and the anxiety is now becoming level and sorted out, and then you become more powerful in yourself, in the way you think, in the way that you relate to people. And I do feel like you have not a power over people as such, but you do command attention. You can command attention. So this, I feel like eyes are on you coming up. Like I say, I don't know you at all, so I might be off on a tangent here, but I do feel that you are in a place of power, whether that's just in yourself or actually people are looking up to you. So I don't know if you do any kind of performance or speeches or anything like that. But yeah, so now I'm getting music, and when I was thinking of you this morning, knowing that I was going to do this reading, I kept getting music coming up, that music is important to you in your life. I mean, there's no classic music signs on there, but I'm getting, okay, when I get a little tingle in my nose as well, that means surprises. So look out for something coming up, music related but also spiritual. So I mean, I have no idea what this is, and maybe the question is, why are they asking me? You're just the right person. You are the right person. You're in your seat of power now. So all of this worry and anxiety,